Have you ever just, felt that deep human thing, that urge to get past suffering, maybe slow down the whole aging process or figure out what happens
It's
after?
a universal quest, really.
Yeah, how do we find real freedom, lasting peace? Well, today we're diving deep into a really fascinating ancient dialogue. It's
Mhm.
called the Puṇṇakamāṇavapucchā, and it's part of the Sutta Nipata. And it's not just some dusty old text.
No, not at all. It feels incredibly relevant.
It's this timeless look at, well, what drives us? What about spiritual practice? And what does liberation really mean?
That's right. And in this text, you have this seeker, Puja, asking Bhagava the Blessed One some very direct questions.
Like what?
Well, he's basically asking, what's the point of all these ancient rituals like sacrifices? Do they actually work? And crucially, what does lead someone beyond birth and old age, beyond that cycle?
Okay, so our mission today is to unpack those questions and answers. We want to explore what was really behind those ancient practices.
And maybe uncover the perhaps surprising answer the text gives for genuine freedom.
Exactly. Get ready, because this might make you rethink what transcending actually involves. So let's start right where Puchaka. His first question is super direct.
Hmm.
He asks Bhagava, based on what did sages, humans, Kshatriyas, that's the warrior class, right? Brahmins, the priests, and even the gods perform sacrifices here in the world. Like, what was the core reason?
Kinesita, what's it based on?
Exactly.
And what's so interesting is how Bhagavad answers. He doesn't really go into the how-to of the rituals,
Oh, what does he focus on?
the motivation,
Hmm.
right away. He says, those who sacrificed did so, sesamanapuchtabhavas, hoping for a certain existence.
Hoping for, like, a better next life or
Ooh,
something else?
could be a better rebirth, yeah. Or, as he also says, Jarasita, relying on old age, which kind of implies they were trying to, cushion the blow of aging or maybe secure something good after aging.
So it all comes back to desire, hopes for the future.
Pretty much.
Hmm.
Desire and aspiration for some future state. It really makes you pause and think, doesn't it? How often are our own efforts, even the really good ones, driven by similar hopes? By wanting some future reward?
That's a really good question for, self-reflection. Okay, so if that was the motivation, hoping for stuff Futka obviously needs to know, did it actually work?
Exactly the next question.
He asks, Kachisutta bhagavayanyapate apamata atarujatinya kajaranya kamarisa, which means something like, okay, these people were diligent, right? They really followed the path of sacrifice. Did they cross over birth and old age?
Did they get there? Did they achieve that ultimate goal,
Yeah.
liberation from it all?
Yeah. Did all that effort pay off in the way they maybe hoped?
Well, Bhagava's answer here is very clear and maybe a bit stark.
Oh.
He says, Natario jatijananti brumi. Basically, I say they did not cross over birth and old age.
Wow. Straight up, no.
No. And he explains why. He says, Sisanti tomayanti abijapanti juhanti. They hoped, they praised, they longed, they sacrificed.
Made all the things.
They did all the things, but crucially, it was kamavijapanti paika lavhai, longing for desires, relying on gain. And here's the key phrase, havaragarata.
Pavaragara. What does that mean?
It means they were attached to the craving for existence. Their actions, even these really devoted sacrifices, were still fundamentally rooted in desire and attachment.
So that attachment, that craving, it acted like an anchor. It kept them stuck.
Precisely. It prevented them from actually transcending the cycle, even with all the effort.
Okay, this is getting really interesting. So if all that effort, all that diligent ritual, if it didn't work because it was tied to desire.
Then what does work?
Exactly. That's got to be Panseka's next question, right? It's the question we all want answered.
It is. He asks, Adako karai divamanu atari jatinya kajaranya kamarisa. Basically, well then, who in this whole world of gods and humans has actually crossed over birth and old age?
If not them, then who? What's the real path?
And this is where Bhagava lays out the core teaching. It's powerful.
Okay, I'm ready.
He describes the one who does transcend. First, is someone sakaya lokasmi aparovarani, someone who has understood the high and low in the world, like really seen things clearly.
Understood, like intellectually or deeper.
Deeper, it implies a profound insight into the nature of things. But then he gets really specific about their inner state.
Okay.
He says it's someone, for whom there is no agitation anywhere in the world.
No agitation. Wow. None at all.
None at all. And he continues describing this person. Santo vigiumo anio niraso.
Okay, break those down for us.
Santo is calm, peaceful. Vigiuno is often translated as smokeless.
Smokeless, like no inner fire.
Exactly. No inner fire of defilements, no disturbance, no fumes clouding the mind. That anio, without suffering, without vexation.
Okay. Calm, smokeless, no suffering.
And the last one, uraso, without longing, without aspiration or desire.
Without longing. That seems huge.
It is. And Bhagava concludes, that person, the one in that state, atari sojati jaranti brumi, that's the one, I say, has truly crossed over birth and old age.
So the whole focus just shifts completely. It's not about doing specific external things anymore.
It's entirely about an internal state, a profound inner transformation, peace, non-attachment, stillness.
That description, no agitation, smokeless, without longing. It sounds incredibly peaceful, but also maybe really challenging to achieve in, our world today.
Oh, absolutely challenging. Our world runs on agitation and longing, doesn't it?
It feels like it sometimes. So it's less about adding practices and more about subtracting, letting go of that inner turmoil.
That's a great way to put it. It's about understanding reality clearly, seeing the high and low, and through that understanding, letting go of the inner drivers, the agitation, the craving that keep us bound. It's not about passivity, but action arising from a place of calm wisdom, not restless desire.
Okay, so let's try to wrap our heads around the key takeaways here. This deep dive into the Puṇṇakamāṇavapucchā, it shows this fundamental difference, doesn't it?
Definitely. On one hand, you have these ancient sacrifices, widely practiced, very elaborate.
But often driven by hope, by craving for something else, some future gain, a better existence.
Right. And the core insight from Bhagava is that those external actions, when they're fueled by that attachment, that pavarakara, that craving for existence, they just don't lead to the end goal.
They don't get you across the river of suffering, birth, and old age.
Exactly. Instead, the text points somewhere else entirely.
To this path of inner understanding, inner change.
True liberation, crossing over, it's described as an inner state of being.
Free from agitation, calm, smokeless, free from those inner pollutants, without suffering.
And crucially, without longing, nirasa.
It just flips the whole script, really, from external stuff to internal mastery, internal freedom. Wow, what an incredible look into these ancient ideas and the profound wisdom in this text.
It really is.
It seems the path to liberation, at least according to Bhagava here, isn't so much about what you do on the outside,
but about who you are on the inside, what state you cultivate within yourself.
Yeah. This text really pushes us, I think, to look past the surface actions.
And to really question the why behind what we do, our motivations.
It makes you wonder if real freedom isn't about getting more, but maybe about letting go more.
Letting go of that deep-seated wanting, perhaps.
So here's something to think about, maybe for you listening. What does it actually mean in your own life right now in this busy world to cultivate a state of no agitation or to be without longing? Is that the ultimate sacrifice? Not giving up stuff, but giving up the wanting itself.
That's a deep question to ponder.
Something to mull over as you continue your own deep dives.